Well, hello and welcome back, my dear listeners. I hope you are excited for another collection of stories, another collection episode of stories, another collection of stories episode, whatever I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys are ready for another video with stories. Today, we have UFO Encounters, actually, a collection of UFO encounters. So, should be a good mix of stories. If you guys enjoy it, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. And also be sure to subscribe for more content. That is very helpful to me. And it's helpful to you so you know when I post new stuff. I'm done rambling. All that said, here are 5 UFO encounter stories from Reddit. Enjoy. So this happened roughly 6 years ago in Pennsylvania, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I was working for Burger King at the time, and I just got off my night shift at roughly midnight. As I was driving home, I saw a light that was about 50 feet off the ground. It had an orangish glow like a streetlight. I could see it very clearly. The night sky was clear, no fog at all. I thought it was just a new streetlight that got put up. I just kept staring at it. Then, out of nowhere, it shot straight up into the air and just vanished. It gave me chills and made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Ever since that day, I always look at the sky on my drive home from my job that I have now. Could it have been extraterrestrial? I don't really know if this was a UFO, but that's all I can think of. Okay, so as the title says, I don't know if this was a UFO or not because I was inside when it happened. It was after one of my parents' parties, and a whole lot of people were sleeping, except me and my dog. I was trying to go to sleep in my room, but I couldn't. I closed my eyes thinking I would fall asleep if I did. Next thing I know, my dog is freaking out and wants to get out of my room as soon as possible. I hear this humming and buzzing surrounding the room, along with these vertical lines of light moving, coming from the window in front of me. So me and my dog leave that room quickly, and my home speakers were playing music with the volume getting louder. My parents and their friends just woke up and act like nothing happened at all. I still don't know why this happened. I checked the phones afterwards, and Spotify wasn't even open. It's been like 1.5, maybe 2 years since then, but I still remember it so well. Nothing like this has ever happened since. I just wanted to share my story, even though it wasn't that crazy. I posted this in Ask Reddit, but got the usual skeptical replies, so I'm posting here. Number 1. When I was staying at a friend's house about 20 years ago, me and my friend were sitting on the couch watching TV. My friend's mom had just left to run to the store to get something. There was a blizzard coming in, and it had already started snowing. While watching TV, I got this unexplainable urge to lay over the couch right as my friend, without saying a word, stood up and started walking back to his bedroom. Right as my head hit the couch, I hear the TV go to static and come back on after what seemed like an instant. I sat back up, confused as hell, and I hear my friend from his room say, "What the hell just happened?" He said he laid down on the bed and had a similar experience to mine. He also said he had no idea why he went to his room. About 5 minutes later, my friend's mom shows back up apologizing for taking so long. It felt like she hadn't been gone for more than 5 minutes. Number 2. I was heading home from Christmas at my grandparents' place with my wife and young daughter. We were taking the short way home, which involved taking some very rural roads with almost no traffic. Keep in mind that I have driven this route at least 100 times. I look down at the stereo to change a track or station, not sure which, and the speakers start making a popping sound, then the radio goes dead. My wife yells, "Oh my god, what just happened?" We're freaking stopped. I asked her what she was talking about, and she said the whole sky flashed pink and purple. Then we started freaking out. My daughter in the back seat was unbuckled, her shoes were off, my wife's shoes were untied. She never untied them, she always slipped them off and on. Weird, I know. And when we started driving again, I realized that we were about 10 miles past our turn. These are just a couple stories out of many. Most people laugh and tell me that I'm full of crap, but I'm telling you, this stuff can't be explained away. I don't care if people believe me either. I know it happened. I'd really like to hear other people's stories. I truly believe this is an ongoing thing that people are too embarrassed to admit. Just trust me, you are not alone. This past Friday, just after midnight. No drugs unless you count an energy drink, and I'm often up late due to my work schedule, so I wasn't remotely tired. I got off work, packed a suitcase for a long weekend visit to some friends about an hour and a half north of me. This is in the Austin area. I left my house, and my car has a moonroof, which I had open. A couple blocks from my house, I noticed a flying object over me at about height for a plane, but had way more lights. Some green, some white, some blinking super fast. I have never seen a plane or helicopter blink at that speed. It was too large to be a drone. I thought it was a weird plane as it started to fly away over the trees. I turned a few streets and there it was again. It followed me on and off for 10 minutes up I-35, kept returning to hover over my car about 100 to 150 feet up. Not much traffic due to the late hour, so seemed obviously over me specifically. It took off at an alarmingly high speed to the east and didn't return. No sounds. I haven't told anyone I know in real life, because I'm pretty sure they'd think I was nuts. Has anyone else seen this dude around then? I was looking for stars and meteors in the middle of the night. At 3 a.m., I wanted to go home, but before, I wanted to take one last look. I went into a dark, really dark, driveway to take that last look. Then I saw, moving from east to west, a view like through a magnifying glass. I could see the stars through it, but they were a bit stretched, and outside the middle, the stars were moving around the center. It looked a little like those pictures of a gravitational lens. It was moving at a slow speed, in a straight line, and I could see the effect from where I was, straight above me, for 20 to 30 seconds up to the horizon. It had a size of maybe 15 to 20 meters. I couldn't calculate its height, so it could have been even bigger. It was a warm summer night with an absolutely clear view, and I still don't know what that was. Well, there you go, my dear listeners. Those were 5 UFO encounter stories. Honestly, I love UFO encounter stories. They're just kind of hard to find. So if you all have any encounters with UFO stories that you would want to share with me, hey, you can go down to the description and there is a link where you can actually submit your stories straight to me. From there, I will be able to read those for my channel, and you never know, maybe you'll hear your story in one of these videos here in the near future. So now that I've plugged that, down in the description there is also the link to all of these stories, the sources. There is also a link to my Facebook, Reddit, and my Twitter page. And I want to say thank you to everybody. We finally hit that 300 mark, and I am super excited to keep growing. And I gotta think of something special for my 300 video here coming up soon. So again, thank you to everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, thumbs up. If you really like my stuff, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. But until then, sleep well.